You look good, you have all of the something they bought you. Yes, goodie!
Hot topics.
This week's hot topic is pick her, please. Somebody.
Please don't pick her.
No, somebody needs to pick her so she can shut up.
Stop.
Anyways, so a video on TikTok of a woman who is a sex worker. She said it in the video. She did a day in the life, a video showing, her and her boy, showing what she does, how she gets her money, and her boyfriend supporting her. So another woman stitched the video and gave her feedback, which leads us to discuss, the whole pick me girl culture. So watch the video.
I'm a sex worker, so today my boyfriend and I will be filming some spicy content for my
Okay, I'm not being rude, and this is not to be disrespectful to this girl in any single way. This is not coming at her at all, but I'm offended because I am a 29-year-old professional in a respectable job. I own my own place. I pay my own bills. I pay my own way. I have only had 2 boyfriends in my lifetime, and the one lasted 6 years, the other one lasted 3 years. I don't even post my ankles, much less my thighs, much less my ass on social media. All you getting is head and shoulders like the shampoo. All you getting is a mugshot. Bitch, I never got pregnant, dropped out of school, had an abortion, joined the gang. If you was to look on social media right now, you will find nothing. You're not going to find news. You're not going to find me fighting people online. You're not going to find me doing none of that. The most you'll see me doing is cracking some goddamn jokes. And I'm single. Okay.
Girl, go on Match.com. Go on Bumble. Go on a dating app. Like, if you wanted to list your profile and your accolades, no, let me get one thing straight, right? Because I for sure would not necessarily agree or do what the girl did. But will I judge her? No. Should she not have love? No. So just because somebody else doesn't do what you agree with or would do what you do, I don't want to sell my body on the internet. But it doesn't mean I should judge somebody who does.
She's not killing nobody. Honestly, not lie.
What? My thing is when the girl lists out her entire rap sheet.
Why is she single? She never answered that.
She never answered that.
But why then? And is that a death sentence? I didn't know. Didn't know it was a death sentence because the girl could have in a relationship and have the same way.
So let's get the definition of a pick me. So this is a term, actually. I think it came from Grey's Anatomy when Meredith in the early seasons when she was dating Dr. Shepard or whatever. She was like, pick me, choose me. So I think she was the original pick me girl in my head. That's the first time I think I've heard it, and I saw something on it. So by definition, by wiki explanations or whatever it's called, a woman who asserts that she is unlike and sometimes better than most other women in order to gain the attention, approval, or validation from men.
Repeat that. Repeat this again.
Sure. A woman who asserts that she is unlike and sometimes better than most other women in order to gain attention, approval, or validation from men.
So she wants to be different.
So she wants to be valid. So she wants to show that I'm not like these other girls. I am special, and you should choose me, right? I am the one you should be with. And I think what I notice is in this case, you have 2 types of women. So you have some women who downplay their achievements to make men look bigger. And then you have the reverse, like what's in this video.
Right.
She's trying to show up like, it's like you saw a video on social media. You don't know if this girl is educated. All these things that she listed, the education, the how many boyfriends the girl has ever had. How do you know that how do you know that's not just her high school boyfriend? How do you know it's not a one man she ever have? How do you know that he's not the only man that see her naked? How do you know that she don't have her PhD?
She has her OnlyFans? Is that what the lady has?
Yeah, I think she has her OnlyFans. So
she's not having sex with random people.
She was having sex with her boyfriend.
Oh, yeah. But she's not a porn star.
Even if she was, though.
No, I'm just trying to be clear as well.
Yeah, because it's like, what are you using to say that? Because I think it's her OnlyFans for sure. But how do you know that she doesn't have just one man? How do you know that you and her do have the same things?
Education. How she know the woman not educated?
These are all crazy assumptions.
It is from one video. on TikTok.
on TikTok. But you know, I think it's also like she wants a boyfriend.
It's bad.
Clearly,
It's
bad.
It's
Bad. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But you think that you deserve. That's a problem that I think I have with this, you know. It's like you think because you've acted this way, you deserve a man. So,
But she never got the PSA that nobody's special.
nobody's special.
So what are we doing? Also, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room because I don't
Please.
for addressing it, but I just didn't find that she was well put together. I would leave it at that.
Right?
So it's also like, okay, all of this, but why you look like that? Not to say you're unattractive, but I think that
You have on your head wrap, on big t-shirt.
You could have put yourself together.
You understand what I'm saying?
If you're gonna make that come back there, you need to come correct. You get what I'm gonna say? You could have come properly. No, and honestly, but you just sit on there and
when you go down her profile, her profile is that. I went down her profile.
Nobody could see the words that she was saying because I think people are also like flabbergasted by the fact that you, as a bold girl like that, and you look like that. I think people are just so taken aback by that as well. Like, let's just start there.
And I have also a big tiff. Like, as you said at point, I feel like women who think that they're better than other women because of their accolades, they tend to neglect, what in my experience, neglect their looks, or they focus so much on, I'm the perfect, I cook, I clean, I have this education, I have this business, I have, what you don't know how to treat a man.
Absolutely.
You don't know how to keep your mouth sometimes. You don't know how to be a good wife. You don't know any of them things there. So maybe yes, the girl probably show up the things them on the OnlyFans, but maybe she knows how to be a wife. Maybe she knows how to shut up. Like you. Maybe she wouldn't come on the internet and bash another woman.
That's what I was just about to say. Maybe she's just a good person in general, because this doesn't negate the fact that she's a good or bad
person.
Because I'm just like, again, that the pick me behavior of you obviously downplaying somebody else to make yourself look good is distasteful. It's distasteful in life in general. That is just, I don't like it.
I know it's society though.
It is.
It's society. Somebody told her growing up that if you do this, focus on this, the man will come, or all of that. But no, you need to be a nice person, have a nice personality, and you don't need to be going on social media and bringing another person down. Do you know Anna Paul?
Huh?
Do you know Anna Paul on TikTok? Oh, I'm gonna show you her. This Australian TikToker, and she also does OnlyFans. But she's the sweetest girl. She's like the sweetest girl, and she has a boyfriend, and she's just a very sweet person. She gives to like animal rights and all of that, and I'm just like, there's so much more to people. And even when you look at it from a biblical perspective, like, look at the people Jesus was around. Look at the people, like even the woman, the prostitutes, all of that. Like, yes, nobody is saying the only person who can condemn are God. You leave that with God. You don't need to be.
She did all of that for nothing. I don't think, because I'm not sure after this if people are in her DMs thereafter. So it's like, so what? Why you did this? What was the purpose of this? We need to understand.
Yeah, and then I feel like there's also a self-worth element to it, because you think that, because you have these things, you are worth more than a person. And I think people like that tend to look at people at different levels. Because I've heard women say like, oh, she's an Instagram girl, or certain girls, they're Instagram girls and them don't know how man love them, or they don't know why whoever, or like a girl will have, for example, a girl who is just on Instagram and pretty and whatever, she'll have her boyfriend, and she have one boyfriend her whole life, him take care of her. But people just assume that she have 100 man just because of how she look. So it's like, if you're not, you get what I'm saying? So if you're not, if you don't present yourself in a way that is societally acceptable, they think that, oh, you're a hoe. You're a hoe. But what? How do you know this? She just look a certain
Like, she
way,
just look like
and she like to
I
go
guess she
out.
look like a hoe. I don't know.
She like to. But what does a hoe look like?
I'm not sure.
What does a hoe look
I've
like?
never been clear on that.
What does a hoe look like?
I've never been clear on that.
Cause
I've never been clear on that.
I've known girls who
I
are
guess if you show your body,
covered, all of that, and them are the worst.
correct.
Them
But
are the
apparently,
worst.
if you show your body on the internet, it's slutty behavior.
So it's like, and to me,
This is also the same people, the same guys that are liking, and it's like they're double tapping. So who? So I don't want to understand who call them sluts. Is it women or men?
No, but the thing is, let me tell you why this is so bad to me, because it's like, I don't like when other women downplay other women.
Yeah.
It has a special, like, because it's, to me, when you look at another woman and downplay her, when I look at another woman, I say, I never yet look at. That's why I love the comments. You so when people see people living a certain life, you don't know people like, but you see when them say, "God, it's me again" or whatever.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, because you're like, you're not going to her. You're not jealous of her. You're more like, hey, like, I'm happy for this girl. I like what she has. I see what God is doing for her. Because I always tell you guys, when God blesses you, when God blesses your friend, he's in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like. So to me, it's like when you see another girl on social media, because to me, it's like, okay, if you deem, I'm just using from her analogy, if you deem a sex worker so bad, and you say, God, and you say she have a boyfriend, you say, well, me, my man soon come, because if she have a boyfriend, me must have a boyfriend. That's how you should have looked at it.
Yeah.
You do a whole profile video for no reason.
But I don't know that. I just can't understand, because to be honest, we don't even know her backstory. Like, suppose she cheated on all these men, and that's why she's single.
You could be a horrible person.
Like, we don't know.
She could be a truly horrible person. She hasn't shared that.
She wasn't transparent.
So we really don't know. And then, to me, you need to work on, or people like that need to work on their self worth or their validity, because it's like, why are you so validated by males' opinions, or you think that because you don't do certain thing, a man will value you more? So did you do it because you want to do it, or did you do it because a man, you were trying to get a man? Did all of these things, the way you've lived your life, was it because you wanted to live your life that way, or you did want a man?
That you would get a man this way. Yeah.
What, you did want a man?
It's self-evaluation. Look into yourself, girl.
Look into yourself, because it's like a lot of the actions and the way how people react to it was very nasty. I saw it and I was like, this girl cannot be serious.
And she edited. So for my thing is like, it's always like, you did this video, you edited it or whatever, and you posted.
Watch it back.
You saw, it's not alive, you know what you're doing, like, you posted this on the internet. And I think sometimes people just do it for virality. So it might be one of those two,
Yeah.
She might, all this might not even be true about herself, but she might just be doing it for
And to me too, when you are willing to share information or personal information about how many boyfriends you've had, all of that, like, you are looking for you're looking for validation, and you also want to make it from strangers. And that's why I say, it's like, I think it's deeper, because it's like, you need to internally work on yourself, because the minute, and to me, if your self-worth is not strong, the minute you get that boyfriend that you keep asking so hard for, you're not going to know what to do, because when that man mind change or says something off, you're going to be put in a very messed up situation. So you have to be careful of the energy that you put out, especially when it comes to other women. I tell you guys all the time, I'm a girl's girl. Like, I think when you don't bring down girls, don't do anything to hurt other girls, I just don't believe that that's the correct way to operate. And I think that it's a major red flag when I'm scared of women who seek male validation.
It's in a very excessive way too. Like, everybody.
Those girls are not friends,
Them are gonna sell you out.
Them are gonna sell you. Those girls are not your friends, because you see, the minute them get a man, them drop everything. Their life become about them man. Like, they're not your friends, and they will bring you down. So, like, let's say that those two girls were friends, or they know each other. So she would have, like, she's the type of girl that if you're in front of a guy, she'll be like, oh yeah, like, if the guy come look her, she'll be like, the guy come look the friend instead of her, she'll be like, oh, she does OnlyFans, or trying to, like, bring her down. Like, those are the type of friends that try to take you down.
Wow. I've had one. But anyways, I personally got to never encounter something like that before. Again, yeah. Because you also never realize, like, in the moment I probably never realized.
And it seems so, they do it so innocent.
Those as creating them?
Yeah. Yeah. And they will sit because they've created a narrative in their head that this is how you need to be to get this. And they will sit and ponder and wonder why is her, and then it almost
Why
becomes
her, not
why
me?
her, not me, and it becomes a very destructive thing where
Yep.
you can get caught
You
in the
are not-
crossfire.
You're not the enemy.
You're now the enemy.
You are not the enemy.
Because them love
You're
man,
not
you
the
know.
enemy.
Them
You're
love the
not
male
the enemy. No,
validation, you know.
You're the enemy.
So the man can't be the enemy.
You
It has to
are
be
the-
you. It has to be you.
Like why?
Why?
Why you have to attract all the guys? Or the guy that I want?
Because I'm a vibe. Like, because I'm a vibe. Like, it's just the truth. Like, so I think women like that, for me personally, I try to stay away from them. I thank God that I don't have anybody in my life who's like that. Who is like, boy, thank God for the friends I have, because no, that's not cool.
It's not. And that's not, again, when I look into it, like, it's also like very deep rooted.
It's very deep rooted. And I think you need to do a lot of self work to get that out. And I'm forgiving, but I think also with people like that, you have to set boundaries. You they are some, me they are some. There's certain things you can't let them know, or you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was our hot topics.